Welcome back, Fresh Baked, to the top of the Mickey and Friends parking structure. Look, walkers. I'm not even going to delay. There they are, guys.
Hey, we didn't delay last week.
No, we did. Look at those.
Glorious. Glorious.
They're in the building, Ian.
Yeah, they're being built into the building.
They're being built into the building. Now, my question is, are they going to be full size? Are we going to see the whole thing? Because it looks like there's a floor on the second, floor of that thing.
Well, not in the room that the walkers are in. In the section the walkers are in, there's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I see a floor.
Behind the walkers.
Oh, is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
My perspective is all askew then.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now, yes. The walker on the right makes it a little easier for me to see.
These are essentially a big chamber on the right.
So we're going to be on the ground floor looking up at them.
So I went and watched a section of Empire Strikes Back in to check the scale. They're not fully to scale.
No, they don't,
They're probably about maybe 2/3.
I was just going to say, maybe 2/3, yeah.
But they'll still be plenty impressive from the ground.
Oh, for sure. That's a big-ass building.
Yeah, they will still be incredibly impressive in scale from our perspective as a rider.
Wow. And I can't tell. I don't know if you can. If those heads are like permanently soldered on there, or
every photo I've seen, they look
welded.
Well,
I guess
they look pretty stationary.
Yeah, you don't think they're gonna move?
But it's hard to say because the little animatic video that the parks blogger
released,
one of the heads turned. So I don't know if that's something that can be done later, and the initial skeleton gets welded, or they will stay permanently static.
Now check this out, you guys, and Ian.
Yes.
When we're talking about the scale of this attraction, we go back and we say this a lot. It's going to cover this whole area, right? All the way around there. But it's hard to, again, kind of get that in your mind's eye.
Yes.
Those walkers take up a full third, if not more, of that part of the structure, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's how big this thing is. We got this big ass structure right there in front of us, and it's already a third full. It's already like
of the existing structure.
Yeah, of the existing structure. That's how lifelike and how big and how immersive this attraction is going to be. That's what we're talking about. That's the epicness.
That one room where they're saying over 50 or something, or stormtroopers.
There's going to be animatronic stormtroopers having a firefight, I'm sure, right? We're going to have blasters going by us left and right, I'm sure. This is just going to be one mammoth attraction. And, the initial comparisons were to Transformers, because the same guy who designed this, I think, designed Transformers, as I understand it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they were saying that what I'm hearing, or I heard, was that they're going to use some of the same concepts or technology, but that doesn't mean it's going to be the same as Transformers. There's practically no practical effects in Transformers at all.
Again, the Spider-Man ride Universal is the same.
That was the other one.
It's the same technology as Transformers, but it's more sets than screens.
More sets than screens, and that's what I'm saying. So if you're afraid of the comparison to Transformers, because at first blush I was,
then watch the Spider-Man ride Universal.
Look at those look at those walkers, man. That's all you need to get over that, is how big and impressive those walkers. That's a practical effect.
Yes.
You know practical effects? How about an 80-foot walker?
Yeah.
Will that do? My goodness. And by the way, trees.
Yeah, more trees.
We got lots and lots of trees here.
Continuing to better.
Thank goodness. It's almost, what that looks like to me, Ian? That almost looks to me like it used to as the edge of the island.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't that kind of remind you of that?
Well, it almost looks nice and closed in, like before when they were still clearing the backstage stuff.
Right, yeah. But Fresh Baked, there's a river between those trees and the island. We can't even see. Remember, we used to be able to see there was
a fort that we could
all the rock work that we could see them doing.
Yeah.
We can't see anything now. You know what we can see though? Let me see if I can get in there.
The roof of the cabin being rebuilt.
That's right. This right here.
Have it in front? Yes. Yes.
That is Settler's cabin.
Being built at the end of the island.
Actually, no, it's Mike Fink's cabin now, right?
Mike Fink's, but the cabin being rebuilt at the end of the island.
It's all blonde because they haven't finished it yet.
Yeah,
it's not painted or finished.
Just lumber.
It's just lumber, but there you go. That's the Mike Fink's cabin. Now, we saw him because he had his U-Haul out here a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
So Mike Fink is moving in. And I also heard that Davy Crockett is helping him rebuild.
That's a really good gesture.
I think so it is. Yeah, I think so.
Between the two of them.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay, what else we got? Is there anything going on?
The rock work next to the Fantastic building is going in. Fantastic Storage?
Yes.
Okay, the rock work is right up to it.
Oh, it is.
At least the meshes anyways.
Yes, you're right. Oh God. So you know what what that constitutes right there is the apex of the right turn, isn't it? Kind of.
Well, this sort of outer curve rock work is almost connected all the way back to Big Thunder Trail. You can see the last stretch of.
Oh, we didn't get to go to Big Thunder Trail this week.
No, we didn't get back there.
Well, so that's kind of cool. God, this is so exciting. We're starting to see some definition. I keep saying that, but more and more, I mean, we could really see what's happening.
Yeah.
Especially in that part of the land that way. I can see the river, turning right in that area as well. That's amazing. Not much to report though, Ian, on the pool and the super collider.
No.
Looks about the same, right?
Forms and rebar going up for more concrete.
Now let's say this.
With gaps being left for some sort of doorway.
Yeah. People keep speculating on what this circular area is. I'm telling you, it's not part of the. I don't think.
It's not the Falcon.
It's not the Falcon. It's not the Cantina. It's.
I had to very politely inform Nerdist on Twitter.
Oh, Nerdist had it all wrong.
Because someone posted a photo of the AT-ATs and the ones from the movie, and then the concept art of the Falcon in this dish. And I corrected them politely, but then Nerdist retweeted their thing. I'm like, crap, they have a bigger audience. I gotta correct them too.
Yep. But I'm thinking just cute. I think that's a roundabout of some kind, maybe. What do you think?
I mean, I wish I had any sense of what it could be. Just I know that it's not Falcon, it's not Marketplace or Dining or Cantina. It's part of Battle Escape.
Yeah, it's part of Battle Escape for sure.
That's certain.
I think that this is like the last. Well, I gotta get in there again. I think we're nearing the end of the standby queue in that area. The actual attraction is going to be this section over here. And the queue and the getting in there is coming up this way.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Mike Chad's mock-up did say the queue was going to be over on this end for that.
And that's like near the end. You're gonna get a theater in the round. I think that's going to be screens. I think that's going to be projection.
So I'm curious then what's on those screens then?
Well, it's putting you into the environment. It's an establishing shot, as it were.
Yes.
So it doesn't have to be anything specific. It's whatever environment we're in. I don't know what this environment is going to be, if it's wooded or if it's icy or whatever. But that's right. No, the walkers can exist on any terrain, right?
Yeah, they're not exclusively for cold weather. They're simply all-terrain armored transport.
By the way, I got to take this moment to give props to Laramie for his single best pun ever. When he said they shouldn't call it Hoff, they should call it Kolf. Some people hated it. I thought that was his best ever.
So I feel like I've heard that one before. So.
I'd never heard it before, but it's funny because when he was saying it, I'm like, Kolf, say Kolf, say it, and he did, and I was like, yes. Anyway, I digress. This is not the Falcon. Just because it's round doesn't mean it has to be something that's round in the environment.
So the complete wrong end of the land to be
Falcon way over there. Matter of fact, let's go over there before we look at the Falcon area. Are those the structures that they're doing up top? The additional stuff on the roof of the building. Are they just making it bigger now?
I think so. Yeah, it's just getting taller.
Just a third, not story, but a third level.
In that chunk of it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you don't think it's going to extend all the way across?
No, because other stuff seems to have some level of roofing, maybe. I don't know if it needs to be any much. I mean, it's already pretty massive.
By the way, Ian, look, there's walkers in there.
I know. So, I have to point out that since it looks like they're clearly Imperial walkers.
Oh God, here we go. Here we go.
What the hell is the story reason for having Imperial walkers?
What timeline are we in?
Look, if they're involving the story group, then this stuff matters.
No, you're right.
I'm sure there's a reason, but I'm super curious to know what that is.
Yeah, don't bring in story if you're not going to stick to the timeline.
And I guarantee they must have some reason for those being there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's not something I can just ask Pablo Hidalgo on Twitter. I mean, I could tweet him, but he won't answer.
Yeah, you could ask, but okay.
There's no way he's free to say.
So where are we? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's the Falcon. Well, that's not the Falcon, but that's the Falcon area, as it were. Let's go back in.
The foundation work.
We can see it's about the same as we saw last week, although the building behind it appears to be getting closer to finished. Mm-hmm. Well, I shouldn't say closer to finished. It's just further along. But it's a shame we can't really see what's happening here. Still no real clear idea what that building is going to be, or if it's even part of the land proper. It just seems like, what's funny? You get a little bit of Millennium Falcon and then his battle escape, man.
Well, I mean, the funny thing is that even the Falcon building itself is still pretty big.
You know what it is? Maybe it's the fact that it's so far away, our sense of scale is off. Plus that big ass building, that admin building or whatever the heck it is.
And the view is blocked by trees and fence.
Yeah.
So it's hard to see what because
that's true.
From the layout photo that Mint had and then deleted.
That's true, yeah.
The Falcon building is still pretty big. I don't know if it's
wonder,
tall,
who got to Mint?
I don't know if he was told to or he preemptively chose to remove it.
I don't know.
Either way, the photo's out there now. I have a copy on my phone. I'm not getting rid of it.
All right. Well, I guess you know what. I think that's. I was hoping for more. Back here, but there's really not a lot we can see. We can kind of just take a look at it and show you, but there's not much in terms of being able to delineate what's happening back there. Plus, we can't do it from over there because that big ass battle escape building is taking up all our view. So we got trees, lots and lots of trees. That's beautiful. Someday soon we'll only be able to see battle escape with some walkers. And take care.
Walkers? Is Nika down there too?
Huh?
Okay. On Instagram, him and Norman Rose were watching the scene where Daryl and Carol reunite. You see Jeffrey Dean Morgan in tears. Okay, he is a nice person.
You don't like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. You like Negan.
I love both. Okay, I bet he is a badass.
All right. Well, on that note, Fresh Baked.
I love you, Negan.
We're gonna go. See you next week, Fresh Baked. Bye.